live from the Xfinity Mobile Studio at Reading Terminal. This is the PHLY Eagles podcast presented by Bet365 and Ashley. What a show we have coming up. Bo Wulf, Fran Duffy, EJ Smith. We're getting food delivered to us. We're going to talk to Mina Kimes in just a minute. And we're going to talk about Eagles, Bears. We've got Swooper, a lot to get to. How you guys doing?
I'm doing better now. I mean, all this food that just got brought to the desk. Come on here.
What do we got? What do we got here?
I was going to say, I mean, this is incredible right here.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What do we have here?
We have our chorizo French fries, which is fries tossed in rendered chorizo fat,
Okay.
topped with fresh chorizo, topped with chipotle mayo.
Okay.
Hand-cut fries, brined by us.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. It's also tossed in garlic seasoning. We got a famous all mozzarella Korean-style corn dog.
Oh, my
so it's
EJ's going to take that down.
No.
Right
It's like kind of brought
Easy
one,
there,
but
EJ,
whoever
easy.
eats it has to take
Wow.
a big bite.
Okay. And then over here?
Yeah, this is our famous garlic knot tossed fried cheese curds.
Oh.
So we get our cheese curds from Wisconsin.
I like the way you leaned into the Wisconsin
Yes.
accent there.
Wisconsin. I'm from here, but I don't know.
I like that.
Maybe it's rubbing off.
And what place is this? So
This
the people
is
know.
from Fox and Son.
Oh, beautiful.
Son.
Fox and Son, aisle C4, like explosive, C4.
C4.
Ready
It's easy to remember,
terminal.
yeah.
Awesome.
It's really good.
And your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Thank you so
Thank you very
Rebecca.
much. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Looks
Appreciate
incredible.
it.
We'll be digging into this as we
Thank
get
you.
on here. Fantastic. And, by the way, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. The day after that, Black Friday. We've got a great deal on PHLY and all the All-City stores. The merch, 30% off. Don't want to miss out on the Black Friday sale. Support us as we support you here. Fran?
You guys look like brothers.
I know.
I love it so much. It's like the Step Brothers.
You didn't join us.
I mean, the hoodie's in the mail. That's what I would say. We could have went
There you
3
go.
for 3, but I wanted
Black
you
Friday
guys to
coming in.
celebrate. You guys have more of a history than we do at this point. So.
Don't play that card. Don't even start.
Come on. By the way, the lovely Julia is here. EJ's Julia.
Yeah.
My Julia and our Julia.
And they
yeah.
were deciding what to get for food, like what are they going to get? And Julia's like,
here we go.
EJ's like, all right, am I going to get food? They're going to get stuff. Should I get food? I'm not so sure if I'm hungry enough. And Julia's like, oh, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some food. And EJ goes, okay, why don't you get the pastrami and we'll share it.
I can explain myself.
Just jumps right. She
I can
has
explain
no
myself.
choice.
There's one spot that we go to. Now listen, there's a lot of great options here, but the pastrami sandwich from Herschel's, like that's our go-to. I knew that's what
Maybe
she wanted.
she wasn't in the mood.
You don't think that I know what my wife? You don't think we didn't talk about this? The game plan here?
Well, what you missed was he started eating the sandwich, but then someone random came up and said, "Would you mind switching sandwiches with me?" And then he just said, "Sure, yeah." I'll
No.
switch
What
sandwiches."
happened? What would have happened is I would have said, "Those pushover millennial days are over. I will not be switching with you."
Unbelievable.
Very exciting. Okay, we've got a lot to get to. We're going to hear from Mina Kimes in just a minute. We're going to talk Ben Johnson versus Vic Fangio, a very interesting matchup here. The matchup on the other side of the ball, not quite so sexy. We'll see what kind of changes the Eagles make here on offense. Want to talk about what Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo said at the NovaCare Complex yesterday. And then, of course, Swooper coming up. Lindsay, do we have Mina? I think we do.
Beautiful.
Let's go to it right now. Top of the show. This is a pleasure.
Yeah,
This is a
it's
treat.
exciting.
Let's bring in ESPN's Mina Kimes. Mina, how are you?
Apparently.
Ooh.
I'm going to back up.
Oh, we got you.
Here we go.
You got me?
We got you.
Yeah.
How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
Good. Yeah, my head is like 5 times the size of your guys' head. Where are you, by the way? Are you in a store?
We're at Reading Terminal.
Oh, you're right in terminal. Oh, cool.
Yes.
Oh, man, I haven't been there in a minute. I'm good. My mother-in-law arrived
Nice.
a couple of days ago. First thing she said was, "Where's my grandson?" The second thing she said was, "We're the shame of the NFL." Yeah, it's going to be a hot week here.
That's right. 8-3. She's teaching your son to say fire Kevin Patullo.
I'm about
I
to say,
imagine.
who's in the crosshairs, Mina? We need the temperature check. This has got to be a bi-weekly thing now.
Yeah, it's mostly Patullo, I would say. He's definitely enemy number one. But Sirianni's not getting off scot-free, and that's why he's trying to say that.
And so your vantage point from the outside and having watched this team, who's in your crosshairs?
It's hard to solely blame the coaches when the players are committing a lot of penalties. You know, some of them you can say were dubious, but ultimately, like going back and watching the offense back, that's what jumped out to me the most. I know there's a lot of panicking about the inability to run the ball and the pass offense collapsing after the first half. They were actually moving the ball through the air in the second half. They just kept calling it back because of the penalties. So I don't think it's as simple as play calling, to be honest. That's my belief.
And so let's talk about the running game first, because it is so maddening, I think, to Eagles fans and probably to Jeffrey Lurie, given the fact that you double down on Saquon. You've got all these offensive linemen who are being highly paid, and we know that they can run block well. Where do you put the blame? And are you willing to just say, let's give up on the running game at this point because it's not working?
Definitely can't give up on it because of what it hypothetically does for the passing game. I say hypothetically because it's not really been the case. And there's been flashes of decency. I think, watching against Dallas, aside from them being utterly flustered by a 5-man on the line of scrimmage at times, the thing that just jumped out to me was the offensive line just kept getting beat. And it was different guys. I think that's probably what concerns you. You can point to different runs and watch, and it's a different play, to me, to my eyes, losing at the line of scrimmage. Funny thing is, I will say, I think Dallas is actually, that's become a strength of theirs, hilariously, after being a weakness for so long. And now this year, the movable force goes up against the stoppable object, or vice versa. So this is not the week to give up on it, actually, against Chicago, especially watching the Bears tape, again, the Steelers tape, against Chicago. I do think there's things that Philadelphia can borrow from there.
Mina, isn't this interesting, though, when you look at Saquon obviously leading the league in rushing and setting all those records a year ago, and now the ecosystem's a little bit different. How interesting of a data point is that for the running backs don't matter discourse that we've faced over the last 2, 3, 4 years?
Yeah, I think the discourse has probably gone, last year went a little bit too far towards not acknowledging the role that the offensive line and scheme plays in that. You're seeing a similar thing play out in Baltimore, too, by the way, for all the Eagles fans panicking, because there's some offensive line regression there. You don't have a quarterback who's as much of a run threat at this point because of his injuries. And, oh, my God, what's going on? Suddenly Derrick Henry's getting stuffed behind the limit, so I do think line play matters a lot. And I'm not blaming Saquon. I will say, you guys, I'm sure, went back and watched. There were a couple runs where I was like, cut, and he bounced it. I was a little bit surprised. It's mostly the offensive line, but there were a couple runs where I was a little bit perplexed by his decision making.
I think, EJ, I like your theory, which you have talked about on the offensive line, if you want to share with Mina, just about the attrition from last year mattering more to them.
It's funny you say that, because I'll be honest, it was a conversation with Mina that prompted me to go into the locker room and talk to these guys about this. So we talked about the 2,000-yard season, the attrition that it might have had on Saquon Barkley, and I remember we said, I think it was Mina, and I was like, maybe it's the attrition on the offensive line that actually is affecting the Eagles' run game, and I think that really has borne out to be true. Talking to those guys, it seemed like the wearing dead, they wore down over the course of the season because of the physicality that last year required, and there was a tangible effect on the offseason and now a tangible effect in the run game from the fact that a lot of those guys are banged up going into this year.
That's huge. I think you've got guys playing through injuries. I think it shows, and maybe they wouldn't be playing through injuries if you had more depth, if Lane wasn't hurt, et cetera, et cetera. Becton hadn't walked out, had left. So, yeah, I do think, I don't think all these players just got worse, I think that's a big part of it. I want to pitch something to you guys, though, after watching the Steelers tape on Chicago. They did a lot of 6 offensive line stuff. Sometimes they put Alec Anderson in the backfield, which was fun and very effective. So last week it seemed like, I think I only saw 1 or 2 reps of 6 OL, obviously. Fred Johnson now at right tackle. Is that something you would try to do against Chicago, given the success that Pittsburgh had with it?
You're speaking his language.
Yeah,
we got to rely on Matt Pryor to not run guys over.
That would be the big thing, is how much faith do they have in Matt Pryor to be able to execute that versus Fred Johnson. I am more in favor of that than putting out more reps of Kylan Granson and Grant Calcaterra together. But I guess we'll see how they decide they're going to play that out.
The amount?
I cannot watch it. It is. If you are a run, that is not fun to watch at all. No. Yeah, I'm with you there. And get under center on this. The Steelers ran a bunch of they had a lot of zone. They always run a lot of zone, but I thought they had success with the duo stuff too. Yep. I think the Bears linebackers are still hurt, so And Arthur Smith was like, cool. He just drew a circle around them. Philadelphia would be silly if they didn't do the same, in my mind.
Well, if you want to talk about drawing a circle around somebody, let's flip it to the other side of the ball, because there is no doubt in my mind that Ben Johnson is starting this game plan with drawing a circle around Sidney Brown, and how can I make him go the wrong direction? And that is not a good matchup for the Eagles.
Yeah, concerning. I think the fact that Adoree Jackson is not hurt, I guess he wasn't concussed, is good news, because then you have a little bit more flexibility. You're not putting DeJean outside. You can keep him close to the football. I don't know if that would have been the move, but I suspect obviously it's what they did last week. So that should help to some degree. But yeah, I think that they're going to go after the safeties pretty aggressively in this game. The Bears, and you saw this against Pittsburgh, love to put multiple tight ends on the field, which Philadelphia, since DeJean is healthy, will match with nickel instead of the linebackers. So I do think that it's a matchup that doesn't necessarily work against Philadelphia just because they've got one player being replaced. I think there's going to be enough good players on the football field in the secondary because of DeJean getting to play inside. So I'm not terribly worried, but I think you're right about that.
You know what I'm thinking this week? I'm thinking that when they're in base, they're actually going to put Cooper at safety and leave Adoree Jackson on the field, as opposed to having Cooper on the outside with Sidney Brown there.
I think that that's very likely. I would be surprised if we don't see that, actually.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. What else do the Eagles need to be prepared for in this Ben Johnson offense? And where are you on Caleb Williams?
Caleb's is a funny watch. He's just, like, last week was really like the kind of prototypical, I wouldn't say prototypical Caleb Williams game, but, you know, early on, mistakes on the football, taking a horrible strip sack. And then in the second half, I thought he made some amazing plays. He throws the ball beautifully over the middle of the field. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will have to be prepared for a lot of play action, a lot of attacking safety position that you just talked about. If Brown is out there, and he's thrown some really, really impressive balls between the numbers. I do like the Eagles against this outside zone run game, certainly better than the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I think they'll have an easier time with it. But yeah, the under center play action is the thing I think they have to be really prepared for, because they've been Caleb loves throwing the dig, the seam ball. He's been very aggressive at throwing there. And I think if Philadelphia overplays the run, they'll get punished for it.
How about pass rush wise, after a week in which, you know, this pass rush we thought was like ferocious and turning this defense into one of the best in the league? They only sacked they don't sack him at all. A lot of chipping from the Cowboys, so that was part of it, and Dak gets rid of the ball quickly. But are you worried at all, and how do you see that matchup against this Bears O-line?
The Bears O-line is decent, certainly improved. I would say probably about comparable to Dallas. Maybe Dallas is a little bit better at full health. But I do think a lot of that has to do with, you talked about the chips, but also Dak Prescott. You know, there were just plays where the passers just didn't really have a chance. You saw Green Bay struggle with the same thing against Dak Prescott. He's playing quarterback at such a high level right now. And Caleb, the time to throw is like all over the place. So there will be opportunities, I think, for them to get after him and potentially force some bad decisions that did not exist last week because of the quarterback more than the offensive line.
To me, like looking at all the different play action concepts that Dallas was able to utilize last week, and Clayton Adams got really creative with what it looked like from an offensive line standpoint on those play fakes. To me, like Ben Johnson, especially all the perimeter run action that they've used. I mean, they've been one of the best perimeter run teams in football this year. Being able to pair that with their play action game, I'm sure he's going to steal some of that stuff that the Eagles saw last week and had some trouble with.
Totally agree. I think the Eagles linebackers have to have a phenomenal game in this one. To me, there's the Bears offense this year does put so much stress on that position.
Yep.
And you saw the Steelers defense, it's not a strength of theirs in coverage, or against the run, I guess, get really exposed. It is a strength of this Philadelphia Eagles team, and we know styles make fights. I actually think this Eagles defense matches up pretty decently well with Chicago based on what I've seen.
All right, Mina, before we let you go, any big, do you have any controversial Thanksgiving food takes or anything like that? As we wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
I posted one on Blue Sky because I saw people were arguing about pie. So
yes.
I have the very uncourageous take that I think all pie is good. However, the type and the style of how you eat it is what matters, which is to say, pecan pie is always good. It's, obviously incredibly bad for you, but it's good. Fruit pie has to be homemade. Fruit pie from the store is gross.
Okay, I agree with
that.
that.
Fruit pie that's homemade, like an apple pie from like Sprouts is not good. But
Sure.
an apple pie someone makes is good. And then pumpkin pie, I only like to eat cold for breakfast.
Okay.
That's a strong take.
That's a,
I like
that's
that.
a very Mel Kiper take from you.
Mel eats it without the crust. That's
Right.
disgusting. That's baby.
Yeah,
Eating baby.
That is.
How about turkey?
Baby
Where are you
food
on
adjacent.
turkey? I'm tired of people coming after turkey.
We don't do turkey. We do
Oh.
bosom in my household. We've been doing that for a few years, yeah. And I grew up eating honey-baked ham. My mom used to get it from the honey-baked ham store. So I don't have a strong take about it as long as it's not dry.
Okay.
I respect that.
Mina, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving. We will talk to you in a couple
It
weeks.
was so
Thank you,
good
Mina.
to see you guys. Take care.
Say hi to your in-laws.
I will. I'm actually about to go say hi to your old friend Ben Solak, and we're about to talk about the Eagles. So people check that out, the
Tell
Mina
him we
Kimes
say
Show
hi.
featuring Lenny.
Yes.
I will.
There
All right,
Thank you so
take
much,
care.
Mina.
Bye.
Thanks, Mina.
All right, let's take a quick break, hear from some sponsors, and we'll get more into the matchup on the other side and hear what Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo said at the NovaCare Complex. Bet365 has 90 million users worldwide, and they live stream over 780,000 events each year with early payout offers across the NBA and NHL. Bet365 pioneered live in-game betting, and today they offer the widest range of games and markets available for live in-game betting across 78 sports. And when you bet on football with Bet365, you get the early payout offer, where if your team that you bet on goes up by 17 points, you get an instant payout. So if you would bet on the Eagles last week and they lost, you still would have got paid. What's better than that? Breaking news from Bet365. New customers now get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up. Use the code PHLY365. Deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary. With Bet365, must be 21 or older and physically located in Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So I get home last night, and the plane lady, the infamous plane lady who asked me to switch seats, she reaches out. She says, "Listen, I listened to the pod."
Shout out to the Atlantic City government.
And she says, "I listened to the pod. Why don't you come on over? You and your wife, you can come over. You can watch sports with me, and we'll make this right." So she invites me over, and I get over there, and her setup was a total mess. Lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find the game. She claimed she was a big fan, but once again, I feel like I was played by this woman. I feel like I was fan-fished. So if you call yourself a football fan, you have to have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. I can find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place, and the way that I watch is next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I've got all the action right there in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K, so clear it feels like I'm in the stadium. On top of that, I get real-time notifications and live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K capable TV box.
Back on the PHLY Eagles podcast. Delicious cheese curd.
The cheese curd, outstanding.
Oh,
right
man.
from Wisconsin.
Yeah. Do we have forks?
Yeah, but
We gotta
need
get some
napkins
forks
or
for
something
for the fries.
The fries look.
These fries look
yeah,
insane.
What was
Okay,
it?
I'm gonna try to-
Chorizo, right?
Chorizo. Yeah.
We're hitting
Look at
we're
that.
hitting all corners right now.
All right, EJ, let's talk about what happened at the NovaCare Complex yesterday. Kind of a barren locker room.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I had to make the choice between Kevin Patullo in the locker room. I feel like I chose wisely.
You made the right choice.
Going
But we
to
heard from
Patullo.
Patullo and we heard from Jalen Hurts. So tell me what you learned and what our viewers and listeners need to know.
Let's start with Jalen Hurts. I found it interesting, him talking about the identity of the Eagles offense, and really, honestly, the lack thereof. We've seen them really struggle to figure out what they can lean on, and he said that the identity needs to be something everyone is in alignment with. It's not a matter of how it looks. I don't care how it looks. I don't care who does it. I just like for it to get done. Later, he said that it's about winning the game, and our friend, Zach Berman, who, the guy who did the interview with David Baker.
So I noticed him yesterday.
Yeah.
He was sitting near me, and he's talking to Jalen Hurts, and I got to tell you, boy, did I feel uncomfortable being in the room when that guy was talking to Jalen Hurts, because the connection that those two have, it feels like there's nobody else in the world when those two are sitting there looking at each other. It is explosive chemistry.
It's good for Zach. Good for that guy.
He asks thoughtful questions. He listens to everything that Jalen says, and you can tell that Jalen really appreciates
I thought the
that.
question he asked was good.
Yeah,
which is something that we've talked about. How the in 2022, the record didn't matter. The standard is the standard. Who cares if we won the game? We are chasing the standard. And now, the standard doesn't matter. All that matters is winning games. Why has that changed? Why has that evolved? And Jalen said essentially like, well, people change over time, but
Let's be real, though.
I think the underlying thing. Go ahead.
Super Bowl 57 changed Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
He's been open about that. And before that season, he would talk about the standard being the most important thing, and it only rises, is what he always says. And since then, because I actually think that Jalen truly believes in his core the things that he talks about. Like I think sometimes you get like word salad from players and coaches when they're on my podium. This is like his core philosophy, and I think he had a really hard time processing playing the game of his life in Super Bowl 57, losing, and having to figure out how can that happen. If I played to my standard and we lose the game, it doesn't matter. So I think that it's reflective in how he answers questions this season, where the offense does not look the way that we expected it to, the way that he wants it to. They have not been productive, but the fact that they are able to win games takes precedent over that for him. So yeah, he kind of talked about that balance. He said, you can say we've had some great performances and great showings, but we didn't find a way to win the game. In the end, I'm not going to think about how I performed first. I'm going to think about whether we won or lost, and then I'll get to that. Try to assess and see how I can improve and continue to pursue excellence in performance, but nothing takes precedence over winning. So I think that that's an interesting reflection, again, of his mindset and how it shifted. And really, like we've talked about, how much he hates to lose and how it seems like he adds things to his game every time they lose a game. I think it is, again, a reflection of the way that Super Bowl 57 changed the way that he approaches the game.
Super chat from Nick Cross, who asks us, Peck Nest Migrate, stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole. Says, I only feast on book sales myself.
This is easy for me.
He's got a picture of, is that the Baker guy?
That is the David Baker guy.
But that's not him himself.
Yeah, I don't believe so, no.
So the question is this in a Thanksgiving prism only, or is this an all year long thing?
I can just do this. It doesn't matter if it's Thanksgiving or not for me. So
it matters to me.
I'm going to peck mashed potatoes. I'm going to nest the sweet potato casserole. And I am migrating the heck out of stuffing. I never want to see it again. Never want to see it in my life.
I am going to nest the stuffing.
Ridiculous.
I'm going to peck the mashed. You can convince me either way. There is no way I'm migrating the stuffing. My mom's sausage stuffing is just
what kind
perfection.
of sausage is she using?
This is an old recipe, so my guess is that's probably more of a sweet sausage.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the sausage and the mashed potatoes, and I am going to migrate the.
Well,
to
me, if it's Thanksgiving,
right.
If this is only for Thanksgiving the rest of your life, I'm nesting stuffing for sure.
Yeah.
That's the most essential to Thanksgiving.
Right.
But if you're talking all year long, it's the perfect peck because that's the only time you want it.
Sure.
So let's say it's just Thanksgiving. I'm agreeing with you. I'm nesting stuffing. I'd probably peck the sweet potato casserole. I mean, I like mashed potatoes, but I feel like you can do without mashed potatoes.
I'm
passionately against stuffing as a food.
Are you holding up okay this week? I'm sure, with everybody saying Happy Thanksgiving, that just it kills a little small part of your soul every time.
No, because I know
it
it means Christmas is right around the corner, and that makes me happy.
You're sick.
But what he really hates is people already having their Thanksgiving or their Christmas lights up.
I do, because it cheapens Christmas for me. It's like we can let Christmas have its moment. Let the holiday season be the holiday season.
Then why can't you enjoy Thanksgiving then?
I don't dislike Thanksgiving. I just think it's a little overrated.
All right, should we bring somebody else up here? Let's bring him up.
More food. Let's do it.
What do we got?
I'm just holding this to.
You're doing a shooter of marinara sauce
right to the head.
Marinara to the dome. Come on in.
Oh man, this looks incredible.
What do we got?
Yes.
How are you?
Here you go.
What is it?
Nate. Here you go.
Welcome to the show.
Throw these on, Nate.
What do we got here, Nate?
Oh no! See, this is now we're speaking my language here.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're. That's a po' boy. Yep.
Oh man.
Shrimp po' boy.
Shrimp po' boy. We got a train wreck, which is our version of the Philly cheesesteak.
Oh,
definitely one of the underrated cheesesteaks in the city.
What do we got in there? What's setting it apart?
So there we got ribeye, American cheese, Creole mayo, chopped salami, chopped andouille.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering if that was andouille in there. Yeah, all right.
Look at this andouille guy. And then what over here?
Over there we got the gator gumbo.
The
so
gumbo.
we get
Gator gumbo.
alligator sausage flown up from New Orleans.
Oh, you're killing us. We are absolutely going to go after this. Thank you. And where are you guys in the terminal?
Right over here, kind of near the food court.
Awesome. You got a prediction for Friday?
Prediction, 34-20 Birds.
I like that.
Yeah, Saquon, big night in the
offense
win.
comes alive.
Yeah.
All right.
This is outstanding.
Awesome.
Thank you so
very
much.
much, Nate.
All right, guys,
Appreciate
thanks so
it.
much.
Nate.
Go Birds.
Nasty Nate.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Nate.
Thank you so much. All right.
Nice to meet you. Have a good one.
Of course. Great
Nice
to meet
meeting
you.
you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Now, I'm itching. I'm champing at the
yeah,
bit.
I
I
mean,
get a bite of this bad boy. What about Patullo?
Yeah, so I would say, listening back to
Right.
Kevin Patullo especially, the things that stood out, he mentioned the word penalties, and he mentioned the term behind or ahead of the sticks 4 separate times each.
All right, so that's clearly of the stress point for
Point
them
of
this
emphasis,
week. Yeah,
yes.
point of emphasis.
On the penalties, he said, we talked about it and we went through all the drives and we've got to do a better job as a staff, as a whole unit in general on this stuff and just continuously pressing onto this issue because it's been something that's appeared and we know it's there and we just have to get rid of it.
Sorry,
No, go on. No, go.
I don't want to,
No, I want to hear what you think about the emphasis on the penalties in particular. And really, when he talks about the philosophy of their offense,
This is a delicious cheesesteak.
it is so clear that the like being ahead of the sticks, being on schedule, it sets the table for everything else. If they get behind the sticks, it feels like they are so incapable of overcoming.
Wow, just masterful production from Lindsay. Brilliant. Beautiful camera cut.
Incredible. It seems like they're so incapable of overcoming falling behind the sticks, getting off a schedule, whether it's penalties or negative plays.
Yeah. There was an interesting line from, and I may have misheard it, but it sounds like he said there was going to be an added tweak to the run game this week. We're interested to add something to see what we add this week.
Yeah, he did. Here, I've got that here. He says, I know these guys are excited for something new this week to see if we can get it going. I didn't read that as like a new tweak. I kind of read that as like they're trying something new every week. And they're excited to keep trying new things.
Well, that's why I'm like what's the new thing they're doing this week? I'm very interested to say,
I was about to say,
I don't know.
what would it be? What would you want it to be? Your wildest dreams? Duo?
No, they've been doing duo. I mean, that's why Saquon's long touchdown against the Giants came under center duo. Like they've done that's why I'm interested to hear what's the new wrinkle because
they're benching Saquon.
Right, well,
Take Bigsby time.
I'm shocked that there was this much vitriol from the fan base against Saquon and saying that he's like completely washed. And
I couldn't agree more.
It's shock. I shouldn't be shocked because I've lived in this city my whole life. Shocked that this is that is like the stance for a lot of people.
Oh,
no, man,
I'm not
that's
saying
crazy.
I agree. I'm just saying I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. He ran for over 2,000 yards last season, and it's pretty
It was
apparent.
last season.
Like he flashes.
What have you done for me lately?
He still flashes. You can see he's the same player. It is.
I do not agree that he's the same player.
I think he is.
I think he's a good player. I don't think he's the same player.
I still think he's the same player.
I think the circumstances around him this year are poor. The line's not playing well, and
But he's not the same player because he's not trusting it the same way.
Well, yeah, I think
That's fair.
that's part of it. Yes,
I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
more physically. He's the same guy.
Yeah,
I agree
physically
with you.
the same guy.
I think he is pressing. I think
This
that's
is-
a fair evaluation.
This is not a DeMarco Murray ran for 2,000 yards, and now he's
of course not.
he looks
Yeah.
completely fell
I
off
agree
a
with
cliff.
that.
Yeah, I don't think this is that situation.
Now, let me ask you the other thing that was interesting to me from the press conferences yesterday was I asked Jalen about the chipping.
Oh yeah.
Because and I gotta tell you here, EJ, I pulled a move out of your book yesterday on my way home. I sent Fran a voice note.
Ooh.
I've never done this before.
Oh, and I wasn't
I'm
included.
very proud of Bo that he embraced technology in this way to send a voice note. I will say that.
Well,
I love
was
a voice
driving,
note,
and
a
I
nice
didn't.
efficient
This
voice
was not
note.
a texting thing, but I'm curious because obviously we know that this has been a source of pride for the Eagles' offensive line for so long that they don't need help. Those guys on the outside.
Yeah.
And it allows everybody to get out in the routes, and it's what like underscores them being the best offensive line in football.
Yep.
For them to lean into that this year for this game felt weird, and I was wondering first of all why, but also like is there a connection there between them being caught off guard by the 5-man lines where it was like this was in our playbook this week and we're going to do it whether it makes sense in the game or not? Because what I asked Jalen was is this part of the design of the play or is this something that you're doing at the line? And he's like, this is part of what we work on all week. This is the play.
And then he gets defensive.
I actually didn't think he was that defensive. He was more like, why are you asking that? And I was like, well, because you guys did it more.
I think it was a little defensive.
Maybe a touch.
Like what?
I
Like, are
thought
you
that
trying
was
to put
reasonable.
that? Lay that at my. Blame me for that. Hold me accountable for the checks or the chips.
I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm asking for, I'm just going word vomit on Fran. Like, is there a connection there? Why did they do this? And I think you're still trying to figure it out as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't have a great answer because the reason why you would chip the defensive ends is to obviously your help. As Bo just tries to go hard on this end doing cheesesteak.
You notice, Fran, he throws me under the bus. Oh, you told your wife what to order when she was going to go get some food, and he's got the whole cheesesteak over there on his own. He's not offering to share it. He's got it cornered off. Like, he doesn't want us to have any of it.
It's taking the bite over the other half of the sandwich, so any of his spillage is coming out onto the other half.
It's not over the other bite. It's not over there. I'm keeping it to the side. I'm doing what I'm going to have, and then I'm going to hand it over. You don't want to be passing it back and forth.
I disagree. I'm not going to take it now. We're trying to do a show here. Okay. We're trying to be professional. No, but to me, like when I'm looking at what's the reasoning behind trying to chip the defensive ends? Okay, you're trying to help the offensive tackles. All right, you want to help Fred Johnson. That makes sense. But you were chipping on Jordan Mailata's side as well. They typically don't do that. In fact, when you look at the way that the Eagles have typically operated, they never give the tackles help. They very, very rarely do that. And so it was very interesting to me to do it on the shot plays, like the design, like vertical shots to DeVonta Smith. Like, that makes sense. To do it when it's like 3 curl routes at 14 yards, at 15 yards, that was questionable because I'm like, all right,
they'll never expect Darius Cooper to chip and then get the ball.
Well, it's to me that you're using those guys you're doing it to help buy time for the quarterback. That's not a buy time route concept. That's a hit the top of your drop, maybe a hitch, and then the ball out. Those guys shouldn't need help against Donovan Ezeraku and Sam Williams. It was very interesting that was the thought process.
All right, we got to get moving. Let's take a quick break, hear from some sponsors. On the other side, we're going to get into Swooper because we got a hard out today. Who knows how long Swooper is going to take, but we'll mix in our thoughts on Eagles, Bears, and all that stuff. Fran's analysis, EJ's. We're going to eat some food, I hope. Coming up next. Hey, Eagles fans, you know who's playing championship-level Black Friday deals every single day? Well, that, of course, would be our friends at Elkins Chevrolet, located on Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. It's run by 3 brothers, Jason, Adam, and Josh. These guys are in the store every day working to make sure they have a huge lineup of Chevys at the best price and providing honking good service. Woo! Almost.
It's karma.
No fumbles, no drama, just real brothers running a local business and backing every Black Friday sales deal like it's the championship game. So if you're in the market for a new Chevy, make your next move to Elkins Chevrolet. Real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Shop now at elkinschevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Smaller bites next time, Bo. Next, we have to tell you about Game Time. Now that we're in the thick of sports season, we all know the rush to get last-minute tickets to Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers games is in full force. For the loyal fans looking for affordable seats home or on the road, you can avoid the queues, the login screens, and price jumps at checkout fighting for the perfect seats. That's where Game Time comes in. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. When my family members ask me which Eagles games they should circle over the next few months, I make sure to pull up the Game Time app because of how easy it is to pick out great seats at a great price. We're talking in-division games for less than $130. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PHLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PHLY for $20 off. Tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
All right, we're back on the PHLY
Did
Eagles
you rip this
podcast.
for me?
I did.
That was kind of you.
That was nice of you.
It's a little
grease.
a little messy.
So where am I going here?
You're going there. You're on the end here.
That was nice of you. I mean, it's a little gross, but I would have eaten behind you, for the record.
I know.
Okay. Let's go. I mean, this is fantastic.
I'm trying to.
I kind of want to just want one of the pieces of shrimp, I'm not going to eat the whole, but fantastic.
Incredible.
Shout out to Bex. Fantastic. Okay.
Outstanding.
Swooper. Last week, entering the proceedings, given all the totems and nonsense. EJ and I were at 3 and 5/6, and Fran was behind at 2 and 1/6. So he was 1.5 behind.
Yeah.
Fran had a cornerback gets an interception. Did not happen.
Close.
Jahan Dotson and Grant Calcaterra combined. Oh, you forfeited this to use the cam.
Yes.
So it didn't matter.
The Latu totem.
The lots
And
of
then
total.
A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens all hit 50 yards receiving. That did happen. One hit for Fran. E.J. had a whole bunch. The Eagles remain 100% on the season in touchdown rate and goal-to-go situations. This is the gift that keeps on giving for you, E.J. That hit.
It's beautiful.
This has been just a powerhouse item for you.
Unbelievable.
The record for the longest field goal in the NFL is broken this week. Did not happen. An Eagles offensive lineman is targeted on a pass. Did not happen. The Eagles have more sacks than items that hit this week. Did not happen.
Oh,
An Eagles
collapse here.
DB forces an interception or a fumble. You got that with Reed Blankenship's pick in the end zone. Very nice play. The Eagles offense scores more than 24 points. You must have felt really good about that one at halftime. Did not happen.
I did. You know, it's funny. I did count my chickens before they hatched there. I was like, oh, I'll get that one. That one's good.
Nick Sirianni throws a challenge flag. Did not happen. And the
close.
Eagles win by more points than the second highest bid for this item, which was 8. Obviously did not happen. So 2 hits for EJ. Fran had knocked out my Eagles get more yak per completion than the Cowboys, so that didn't matter. I actually don't know if it hit.
Yeah, I don't know if they did.
The Eagles run at least 3 times as many hitches as crossers, according to True Media. Daniz did the work here. That hit big time for me.
Yep.
Jalen Phillips has at least as many combined tackles, TFLs, PBUs, forced fumbles, and forced recoveries, fumble recoveries as sacks as Quinnen Williams. Did not happen. And then I had the one for an Eagle gains as many yards as combined letters in their first and last name. And if it's a touchdown, it counts as 2. And A.J. Brown catches a 7-yard touchdown pass, puts the ball over the pylon. It's ruled a touchdown. Would have given me the win, but it's called back. Instead, DeVonta Smith has one. Dallas Goedert had one. I hit this. You and I tie. We both get a half point.
Did you know that how likely, like, obviously you didn't know how likely it was.
I had not done that.
Yeah, you didn't do any work
No.
on it. Yeah, that one, apparently, Daniz said that hit like 10 times over. So, good one.
So, we move on.
Real quickly,
That is incredible.
that sandwich is outstanding.
Yeah.
That is big time. From Beck's. Make sure you check that out.
The Cajun cheesesteak.
The Cajun cheesesteak. Phenomenal.
With the andouille. Delightful.
Yes.
Okay. So this week, EJ goes first. He has 21 turkeys.
Oh, no. This means I could have come with a prop. I thought it
could've.
was Fran first this week.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Next up will be me. I have 12 turkeys. And Fran, who has 29.
Can you remind me how many I have, please?
You have 21. 21.
He
Thank
brought
you.
the abacus. He thought it
I
would be
carried this
disrespectful.
all the way from the studio for the sickos out there.
Fantastic. All right, EJ, you get to go first.
All right. The Eagles score more points against the Bears than the Cowboys score against the Chiefs the following day. Figured we'd get a little bit of Thursday action in Swooper. You know, we can maybe
Love
give
these.
somebody something to root for on Thanksgiving.
I like that.
If they like us, or if they like me, if they like you, gives them something to root for. Root
like that.
against Bo,
Okay.
maybe. So
I like that.
I'm going to start the bidding at 3.
4.
5.
I'll go 6. Oh, you're surprised I went 6.
I'm not surprised. Six going once. 6 going twice.
7.
Oh, he can have it for 7.
7 going once. 7 going
I'll take it.
twice. Sold to Fran. Eagles outscore Cowboys. Down to 22 turkeys.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, I don't know why I'm moving the abacus. I didn't get that.
Correct.
I don't know why you're moving the abacus either.
I walked past a bank named Abacus on my way over here.
What a story.
Free advertising.
I mean, it doesn't, dude. All right, whatever.
There's an app. There's a company finance app called
I
Abacus.
didn't know. I didn't know.
Wow.
Just didn't know.
Good stuff. Julia. Okay. My item number 2. The Eagles have 2 above average offensive halves.
What the hell's that mean?
Well, I'll tell you what that means. How
feels
many
very
times do you
subjective.
think this season, by EPA per drive, the Eagles have had an above average half in both halves
In both
of the
halves
game.
of the game?
Zero.
Yes.
0.
1.
Giants.
One time the Giants game.
Yep.
Here are the other teams in the NFL who have had one or fewer games in which they've had an above average half by EPA per drive in both halves of the game. The New Orleans Saints have 1. The Cleveland Browns have none. The Tennessee Titans have none. And the Minnesota Vikings have none.
That's terrible.
That's it. Those are the teams
That's terrible.
that the Eagles are lumped up with on offense in terms of being unable to put a complete game together on offense. And so this is by EPA per drive, above average, first half and second half. They do it this week against the Chicago Bears. I'll start the bidding at 2.
3.
4.
Four going once. 4 going twice. Sold.
I think it's good value for 4.
I think that's probably right.
Feels like the right value.
All right. Let's do your first item here, Fran, and then we'll go to break.
Okay. So, fun fact. This is the Bears' first game where they've been 5 or more games over 500 since the double doink game.
Really?
Yeah. So to celebrate that, my first submission, a kick hits a crossbar or an upright. Classic one.
A classic one.
A classic one. We will start
Now define a kick.
any kickoff as well.
Okay.
Just I'm leaving that open. So a kickoff or a field goal or an extra point.
Right.
It's not what it said.
I said a kick.
But
Yeah.
he gets to
A kick.
define it now.
Anything off a player's foot.
Wait, so not a punt.
Not a punt.
Okay.
Yep. Not a punt. So we will start the bidding at 3.
3.
Yeah.
It's steep. But that's good value.
3 going once. 3 going twice. Oh, Julia's here. Sold to Fran. Cody Parkey ain't walking through that door. Kick hits an upright. Okay. Let's take a quick break. On the other side, we'll continue with Swooper. I believe we've got some DeNicks that's getting ready to come up on the stage. And, of course, we'll keep talking Eagles-Bears next on the PHLY Eagles podcast, live from Reading Terminal. Hey, you, over there, sitting in your house. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code PHLY at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code PHLY. You know the deal. You know what Monarch's all about. You don't need to track every dollar, but ignoring your finances entirely can cost you. Don't leave money on the table. Monarch helps you stay informed so nothing slips through the cracks, and Monarch is beloved by users and experts, named Best Budgeting App of 2025 by the Wall Street Journal, Forbes Best App for Couples, and it's named in CNBC's top fintech companies in the world. So, once again, use code PHLY at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code PHLY.
Let's now hear from our friends over at Omaha Steaks, because I'll tell you what, like, it's the time of year where you're buying gifts for people, and I don't know about you, but I have received Omaha Steaks as a gift in the past, actually multiple times, and there is nothing better. That is literally like the gift where you forget that you have it, and then it's like a random Sunday or Saturday, and you go through, what's in the freezer, and you see that you have the Omaha Steaks in there, and you're like, this is going to be phenomenal tomorrow. And then you throw a couple steaks on the grill, and it's not just steaks. It could be all different kinds of meat. You got sides that you can order. It is one of the best gifts that you can deliver. USDA certified tender steaks. You've got the juicy burgers. You've got cozy and convenient comfort meals and so much more. Now, during their cyber sale, you can get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. Do not miss the best deals of the season and exclusive limited-time offers. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with the promo code EAGLES at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Deliver the best gift you can get for somebody over at Omaha Steaks.
All right, welcome back to the PHLY Eagles podcast. A couple super chats to get to. Rich Bobby, our good friend, says, Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Although, actually, I don't want to... Rich, I love you. I got to call you out here. You wrote Happy Thanksgiving.
All
Happy
right.
Thanksgiving Ging. Happy
Unbelievable.
Thanksgiving Ging to you.
You've never made a mistake?
He says, I am thankful for all your hard work covering the team I love in a way that makes me laugh while making me a better informed fan. The community that started with BWF lives on.
Why would you feel the need to,
He
throw
wrote
out the typo?
No, you know what it was?
My Birds
Is
of Friends
Rich,
shirt on right here.
Rich wrote it as Thanksgiving because he thought, all right, Bo is going to be taking a bite out of a sandwich while he's reading my super chat. I'm going to try and mirror that.
What does that have? I don't understand how that works.
You've been eating most of the show.
Giving Ging?
Yeah, you got a little sandwich in your mouth.
Rich Bobby is right, says Sam G, with another very generous super chat. Says, very thankful for the PHLY crew, the best coverage in Philly sports. You said it.
Damn right.
And then Seth Frankenfield says, number of turkeys on if one of y'all wants some fresh turkey from my family business, Godshall's Poultry. If so, stop by the stand after the show.
I put all my turkeys on there.
EJ, our turkey is great for smoking. Thankful for the show. We gotta go.
Hey, we're going to take a walk
Absolutely.
over there.
I need to get some turkey for tomorrow. Very on brand for me to have procrastinated.
What?
I mean, we're having a small group. I was thinking about turkey legs or like turkey wings, you know?
Yeah.
So I might have to stop. I mean, not might.
I wish I had
have
known.
to stop
I'm
over at
supposed to pick up
Godshall's.
my turkey later today. I wish I had known.
It's 2 o'clock on the day before.
You gotta go say hi
Fran,
to
what about me
Seth.
makes you think I had planned for this? I am chaotic by nature. I've never run from that description.
You really do hate Thanksgiving.
Guilty
All right.
as charged.
I believe we have some DeNicks.
Oh, man.
We got a roast pork,
Yeah.
broccoli Rob, the
Thank you.
classic. I mean,
This is
you know how this is going to taste.
literally the first thing I did when I got here today. I came over, I dropped my bag off, and I said, I'm going to go get DeNicks. Julia can attest. I was like, I'm going to go to DeNicks. I already crushed one of these, so I'm probably not going to partake of this one. Jamie called me out during the Philly show. He's like, there's Fran just taking one to the head, roast pork. Just phenomenal.
All right, back to Swooper. The professor's item up next, number 4. A little turkey check. EJ has 17, I have 12. Fran has 19. Item number 4. The end zones are painted black. Now, this is a Black Friday game.
Yeah.
I'll start the bidding at 1.
2.
Eagles, of course, are wearing their black jerseys.
Yeah.
3.
Ooh, 3.
4.
4.
5.
5. 5 going once.
6.
Oops, 6.
7.
Going, oops, 7.
8.
8. Can I get a 9?
9.
Oh, 9.
10.
10. Can I get an 11?
11.
11.
12.
Nope, 12. Lucky 13. Lucky
can't
13.
bid.
Oh,
Yeah, 13.
oh, 13.
14.
Oh, 14. Can I get a 15? Can I get a 15?
15.
15.
16.
No, but they're back in black. They're doing the whole thing.
gonna
I mean,
Yeah,
they
definitely going to
they
be
have
painted
to.
black.
15. 15 going once?
No, he's at 16.
Is it
Oh,
16.
you said 16?
Yeah. He can't bid 17, so it's up to you. You go
Yeah.
17 or not.
17?
All right, Fran gets it for 17.
17.
They
Finding
better.
his- ready
They
to
better
find
do
his
it or
Swooper
like
identity.
that's.
I'm going to get to the stadium like 5 hours early now.
What are you going to do? Throw away the black paint?
I'm just going to, I want to know.
Oh, it's going to be tough to beat Fran this week already. Okay, over to you, EJ.
All right, my second item. A player with at least 5 career starts for the Eagles records multiple PBUs, TFLs, or an interception. So obviously you get everyone in the Eagles secondary, I think even including Sidney Brown, he qualifies for this. You also
So
get
why the
C.J. Gardner
qualifier?
Johnson, and you get Kevin Byard.
I see.
You
Okay.
would have gotten T.J. Edwards if
I
he was
see.
healthy.
Okay.
So you have a pretty wide field of players here.
Okay, so multiple PBUs or what was the other one?
TFLs or an interception.
Only
makes-
a single interception.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
2 interceptions is a fair
Well, I
barometer.
know, but
here.
Still gotta clarify.
clarifying your item.
You had there was a tone there. I felt like, maybe there
No, it
wasn't.
was poorly written. That's all.
To be fair, I'm
Happy
sure
Thanksgiving, by the way.
to be fair, I'm sure he wrote it like on his ride over here.
No, I sent him early. Lindsay can
Julia, take
attest.
the wheel. I got to send this.
That's what I would do, and I wouldn't say thank you, right? All right, I'm starting the bidding at 2.
2. Can I get a 3?
3.
Not for me.
3. Can I get a 4? 3 going once.
4.
Oh, 4. Can I get a 5-er?
Multiple PBUs? 5.
5. Can I get a 6? 5
I
going
think you
once.
can have it for 5.
Sold. This is fun.
You like
I need the
it?
gavel,
Where you
yeah.
don't have to produce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
my gavel?
Who'd that go to?
That went to me. I'm down to 7 turkeys. You're at 17, EJ. Fran has 2. All right, my next item. Flash it up because I forget. All right. An ex-Eagle has a longer play from scrimmage than Saquon Barkley's longest play from scrimmage. So here you get DeAndre Swift. You also get Olamide Zaccheaus. You get C.J. Gardner-Johnson if he has a play from scrimmage. That's true. Can you name these 7? I asked Brandon Graham this on the show this week. Can you name these 7 ex-Eagles on the Bears roster?
You know
The
I
active
can't do
roster.
that.
On
I mean,
the
Kevin
active
Byard,
roster?
Yes.
T.J. Edwards, C.J. Gardner-Johnson,
DeAndre Swift, I just said.
DeAndre Swift, Olamide Zaccheaus.
Yes. Now, that's the 5 that you will get. You will not get the other 2.
All right, just give them to us.
Well, one of probably Howie Roseman's worst trades ever made. Ryan Bates.
Oh, right. Yep. Good call.
And then I would be shocked if you got this one. The great Josh Blackwell.
Ah, yes, of course. The corner. Training Camp Darling.
Not a word.
Really?
Not a word to say.
Oh, wow.
What year?
No. 2022.
No, that's bad on me then.
Yeah.
Not good. It's not good.
Yeah. So anyway, one of the Bears who is an ex-Eagle has a longer play from scrimmage than Saquon Barkley's longest play from scrimmage of the game. I will start the bidding at 2.
Can I get a 3? 2 going once. 2 going twice. Sold to Bo.
It's not a bad buy for 2.
Yeah, it's good value for what you got it for. I wouldn't have wanted to pay 3 for it.
So 17 for EJ still?
No, I've got
Yep.
16.
5.
No, you've got 17. I've got 5, and Fran's got 2.
Yep.
All right, over to Fran.
Yep, my second one. The Eagles do not lose the turnover battle. The Bears lead the NFL in turnovers defensively. That's been kind of their calling card. Obviously, we know the Eagles' propensity to not turn the ball over. So, what gives here? Are the Eagles able to win or at least tie in the turnover battle? We'll start the bidding at 2.
3.
Oh, 3. Can I get a 4?
I'll say 4.
4.
You're very quick to take away that roast pork.
Oh, do you
Julia,
want more of it? I'm
very
sorry.
quick.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to bring it back? We'll slice it up. I'll bring it back.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'll take a small slice.
Okay,
I'll take a
all right,
small
all
With
slice.
you, you're
Can I
just
get a small
ridiculing
slice? Yeah.
everybody today. You threw our
angry.
Julia under the bus. You threw Rich under
I'm
the
not
bus.
throwing her under the bus.
I mean, it's a natural thing. You threw me under the bus. I mean, that's the lock of
Well,
the century.
someone's got to take Julia's side. You're Julia's.
You can have it for 3.
I have it for 4.
Four. For 4.
4 going once.
4 going twice.
Eagles don't lose the turnover battle. I feel
Don't
good
lose the
about that,
turnover
yeah.
battle. Yeah, that's a good
There's
one.
some variance there.
I was hoping to get some of these.
All right. EJ should be able to clean up here.
I'm hoping.
Let's get to the professor's next item. Item number 8. All right, this is going to be a reverse Dutch auction. The auctioneer, Julia, counts up starting at 1. Last one to not yell swooper out wins the item and pays the last number said. The item is the Eagles have 0 turnovers for the game and have at least 1 half in which they get a first down on every real drive. Okay. Both of these things have to hit.
Both of them have to hit.
Okay. Everybody understand, and then we'll let Julia start counting?
Yep.
Good.
Okay. Now, I guess, are we allowed to borrow? I guess we must have to be able to allowed to borrow on this one.
Yeah, because otherwise you would. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You're allowed to borrow.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know that Dana would agree with that, but sure. I'm
then let's
fine
say
with it.
not.
No, I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good with it.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Julia.
Okay. And 1,
Swooper out.
2.
Swooper out. I think I was first.
I think we were tied. I mean, pretty close.
I think I did hear Bo first as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
do
got it
think
for
I
two
heard.
turkeys.
I'll take it for
worth
2.
it.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
fine.
take it for 2.
I don't
This
have
is why
faith
I'm
in
so
this
bad at I'm so bad at press conference
say?
face-offs.
Man, I had no faith that was going to happen.
Yeah,
If I were you, I'd be very upset that was the because you should be cleaning up right now, and that's terrible value.
Yeah.
It's 2 turkeys.
Two
Yeah, 2
turkeys,
turkeys,
yeah.
yes.
All right, over to you, EJ.
All right, my final item, and this was a submission. Shout out to, I have to get the name, Joe Dawson for helping me out with this one. Braden Mann punts for more yards than Jalen Hurts throws for. Jalen Hurts is averaging 207 yards a game, I believe, and Braden Mann is averaging 233. Braden Mann is averaging 233 yards per game in punting. I'm going to start the bidding at 3.
Which side of this are we bidding on?
You're bidding on Braden Mann having more
yards punting than Jalen
Hurts,
Hurts,
which
okay.
he's on average to be higher than Jalen Hurts.
And you just bid on 3.
Yep, 3.
Okay,
So you got it.
Should I have bid 2? Did I just mess that up?
You did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Sure did.
Oh, well, I got it. Well, honestly, I mean, no, never mind. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no defense there. You just got it wrong. That's okay.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Yep.
All right, Fran, you and I were thinking similarly this week.
Yeah.
Double doink.
Oh, nice.
I have.
Oh, you have a punt too. Okay.
I have. Well, hold on. There's a little bit extra
Oh,
here.
and a pylon. Nice.
A kick or kickoff or punt in this game hits the uprights, the crossbar, or the pylon. So any of those things, kickoff hits a pylon, punt hits a pylon, that counts too. Self-explanatory. I'll start the bidding at 1.
1.
2.
Oh, 2.
You got it.
EJ got it for 2.
Yeah. All right. Over to you, Fran.
Over to me for my last one. This one's cut and dry. Saquon Barkley outrushes DeAndre Swift. I'll start the bidding at 2.
3.
All right.
Great. There you go.
All right.
That is your best. That's your best buy here, right, EJ?
Overtime.
That's your best. Overtime.
All right. One item left. I've got 1 turkey. Fran's got 2. EJ's got 7.
But you can borrow.
We can borrow.
You can borrow.
Well, probably. Yeah, we should be able to borrow.
Here we go. Item
Hoping
12.
this is sealed bid.
Oh, it's a sealed bid second price auction.
Oh God.
The highest bidder wins and pays the second highest bid. If there's a tie for the highest bid, the tied bidders continue with normal auction, but can only increase bid in 1 turkey increments. Winner still pays the second highest total. And the item is
Ready?
I'll slack it.
the Eagles win by at most twice the highest bid and at least the lowest bid for this item. Okay, so everybody understand here.
Hold on. I'm still.
We are all bidding, and whoever has the highest bid. Can you keep it up, Lindsay? Sorry, because I'm also a little bit.
I've got it here too.
Okay, the highest bid pays the second highest bid, but the highest bid is the Eagles cannot win by more than whatever double that is, and they have to win by at least the lowest bid.
The Eagles cannot win by at least double of the highest bid. So whatever, that's the ceiling of what you think they would.
At most, yeah. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I texted mine to Julia.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you slack me?
I'll text it to you.
Okay.
I like a physical reveal.
Who doesn't?
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I mean what I said.
As the kids would
Stand by
say,
it.
pause.
Stand by
I
it.
stand by that 100%. All right. Julia, what does EJ have?
7.
7. What does Fran have?
7.
Oh, no.
I have 8. I thought you guys were going to go higher.
No.
I wanted to make sure I used all my turkeys so Fran can't use the
So I pay
Cam Latu
7
totem against me.
and the Eagles have to win by between 7 and 16 points. Oh, that's terrible value for me.
All right,
How come
so
no-
Do we both pay?
No, I'm the only one who pays.
he's the only one who pays.
Oh, so
but I
I
pay
still
7.
have 7.
So EJ has 7.
Oh, that's all. What a bad job by me. I was going to go 7 also. We were all going to go right on the line. I thought I'd go one more. I thought one of you would go like 10 or something like that.
I hate this.
Uh-oh. He brought it.
When I used too many turkeys, I was thinking I should just
That's
burn
right. Yes.
all my turkeys.
I know. And when you
Man.
used the one for no reason, I was not happy about it.
I know.
So I gave you a dirty look.
I was wondering why you were so angry
So
about
I don't
it.
even remember what this. What
Well,
this
you gotta
I
flip it the
steal
right
all of his.
way
I steal
so they
all
can
of his
see.
you
remaining
steal all of his
turkeys.
turkeys.
Julia's great
So I
work.
keep 7 turkeys.
Hide my shame for the.
For the audio listeners, Fran has pulled out from his backpack. Before the show, he said to Jamie, "Hey, Jamie, do me a favor. Can you bring me my backpack?" And we didn't know what that was all about. And he just now reached between his legs, deep inside, and pulled out the Cam Latu underutilization totem,
man.
which has just been hiding there. And so
I
now
love that you had to
steal
carry that
his-
from your house. I know that must have upset you.
Well, that's why I
It's
was
so
like, I'm going to
inconvenient.
keep it in my bag, and I just left it in the bag, and there we are.
See, it's held up well.
All right.
It couldn't have gotten worse. Like literally, I could have just I kept it at the bottom of the bag, and it looks
How are you
no
going to
worse
talk
for
about
wear.
Julia's hard work about like that? You got to respect Julia.
By the way, this is nothing against Julia. This is the effort that he put into it.
To recap, that really backfired on me. Okay, to recap, EJ, the Eagles have 2 above-average offensive halves by EPA per drive in this game. You have the Daniz one, the first one.
Which has very little chance of hitting.
Yeah, you have a kick or punt or kickoff hits the post or the pylon. You have Saquon has more. Was it rushing yards or yards from scrimmage?
Outrushes.
Outrushes DeAndre Swift. And then what's this other one?
Braden Mann punt for more
Braden
yards.
Mann has more yards than
You didn't.
Jalen Hurts
You were
has
so
roast
unimpressed by it, you didn't even write it down.
I wrote it down, but I read it as Hunt instead of Hurts.
Shout out to
he was
Joe Dawson.
Real scribble.
He was chewing a sandwich.
I told Joe Dawson, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use user submitted entries. He's like, ZB did that all the time.
It sounds about right. I have multiple pass breakups or an interception by somebody in this game who has
TFLs.
started at least 5 games for the Eagles. I have
And
one of the ex-Eagles has a longer play than Saquon's longest play from scrimmage. The Eagles don't lose the turnover battle, and the Eagles win this game by between 7 and 16 points. And Fran, you came out hot, but then you ran out of turkeys. But you got some good items here. You've got a kick hits the upright. The end zones are painted black. I mean, that is a guarantee.
If it does not hit, I am lost.
And
I
then
am
the Eagles
truly lost.
outscore the Cowboys on this game. And you have 9 turkeys left over. EJ has none. I have -6.
I'm glad to put the Latu totem to rest.
And against me, too.
We should auction this off. Are there any sickos? Any sickos here?
Anyone want an empty cup?
Anybody want the Cam Latu underutilization totem?
I want it.
All right, we got a few minutes left. What else have we not talked about in this matchup? You did the work here. I don't want to let that be in vain.
I would say we talked about it a little bit with Mina. You know, I was looking at their running game, at Chicago's run game. They have the highest explosive run rate. They have the second highest success rate as a team running the football. And diving into it, they have the 22nd best success rate between the tackles on inside runs. Everything is outside the numbers, or outside the hash marks. Everything is a perimeter run plays. So for me, this game is going to be very much looking at the edge rushers for the Eagles. Are they able to set firm edges and force those guys to kick back inside? This offensive line for Chicago has been very, very good this year. So are you able to keep those guys rooted, not let them get movement off the ball? This is a big Nolan Smith, set the edge type of performance here.
Especially with BG potentially not playing
Yep.
in this game. Can I ask you, just from a baseline standpoint, we saw the thing that Ben Johnson said, whatever it was last week or the week before, about not relying on 50-50 balls. He likes to get guys open.
Yeah.
And as you watch this offense, I mean, are you just like... No, Ben Johnson is very good.
Ben Johnson's very good.
So it is not... You can't just be as good as the guy
Yeah.
who's very good. But, A, how much does it drive you crazy? And B, what are some things that they could borrow from that offense to put into this offense.
Yeah, I mean, they are just, when you look at what is their identity, what are their they have things that they can lean on and say, like, yeah, this is what we do. This is what we do well. And so you look at it, it's like, all right, well, they're third highest play action team in football, the third most condensed formations, fourth most under center, seventh most in motion. That's their profile, is they are going to play tight to the formation, and then they're going to leverage that space. You talk about the perimeter runs, but then it's also getting the ball out in perimeter in the pass game in space. You're going to get under center play action. You're going to get Caleb Williams, and some of that's Mina talked about like the average time to throw. Some of that is by design. You're going to get some of those longer developing play action throws for Caleb Williams to be able to attack the middle of the field and attack the vertical part. And then some of it is, all right, like Caleb's going to create. They have done a really good job with him this year of really taking away a lot of the negative plays. He's not putting the ball in harm's way as often, and he's cut down on the sacks in a big, big rate. He's really elusive. He's tough to get to the ground. He's really strong. He's athletic. He's dynamic. So you have to contend with, all right, we have to stop. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's Mahomes, but it's all right, you have to stop the Andy Reid, like, in structure aspect, and then there's, the final 3 seconds are Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes. There's elements of that when you get to defending Caleb Williams in this Bears passing attack, because you've got the really sound structure, but then Caleb also can make plays outside of structure as well. So there's a lot there that you've got to be able to contend with. The big thing with Caleb Williams, and the way that I kind of look at it right now, is you want to try and force him to hold on to the football and as long as possible. And I mentioned earlier, like, some of that he does, by design, but it's because he's so good at sack avoidance. I don't think this is a let's turn the heat up on him and get home. This is a let's really cloud the picture for him. Lots of bodies in coverage, keep him guessing, and then we can kind of force him to play a little bit fast. Maybe he's throwing the ball away, or he can spray it a little bit from an accuracy standpoint. The thing is, when you look at the defenses they've had success with in Caleb Williams, Dallas, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh, 10 touchdowns, no picks against those 3 teams. All of them are very zone heavy, and all of them very predictable in coverage. They were 3 of the worst defenses in football. Against everybody else, 6 touchdowns and 4 picks against the other 8 teams in the schedule. So they have really feasted against some of the worst defenses they've played. A lot of that's happened in the last few weeks. But this is also, like, we talked about this with Washington last year. They've won 5 games this year when trailing in the final 2 minutes. That's the most in the NFL. That's more than Washington last year. Tied for most such wins in a season by any team since 1983. They needed the 4th down stop last week to beat Pittsburgh. They would have been a very similar kind of situation. So that one doesn't even count. It's been very tight games. They've been able to come out on top. There's an element that, they didn't win any of those games last year. Like, they were 1-6 in those 1-score games. This year they're coming out on the other side of them.
All right.
Sorry.
We got to be respectful to our Sixers brethren and sistren who are coming on in a few minutes, but we got some super chats to get to before we go. We see Dinkelberg, who says, I wish everyone at PHLY and the legendary award-nominated streamer Janky Rondo a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Go Birds, baby. Thank you very much, Dinkelberg. What other super chats do we have, Lindsay, if you can flash them up on the screen? Oh, Alex Medina says, Makuba gets injured close to the final play, and the next game is the team with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Pretty weird voodoo stuff happening.
That's a shame for Makuba. I'm just see how they handle it.
Yeah.
And I will say, I mean, it is the last 24 hours have made this a much better situation for the Eagles. It looked like they were going to be down 3 of their starting 5 guys in the secondary. Reed's going to play.
And then Adoree Jackson was not actually in the concussion protocol.
Yeah, right, he was tested and then held out of the game.
We didn't do injuries at the top of the show. DeVonta Smith was not at practice today, according to. I'll give it to Dave Zangaro. He reported it from practice.
I think Dave deserves that. Yep. I think nobody does better practice attendance than
my guy Dave, because Olivia also does attendance.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So you go to her birthday dinner and then you throw her right under the bus.
She'll understand.
Okay. So no Devontae, potentially. Darius Cooper game, baby.
I almost had a Darius Cooper swooper item. That rhymes.
Sure does.
Cooper and swooper.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, let's do it.
Let's get out of here. Oh, another super chat from CDP, who says, Bo wrote an article a few years ago detailing what a wonderful family Kevin Patullo has. Any chance he will get to spend more time with them soon? Come on. CDP. That's terrible. I really do. I mean, listen, I really do think that Patullo is not, like, the problem, especially this week. That last game was not a Petulo thing to me.
I tried to talk through it a little bit earlier this week, but there's a difference between play calling and play design, and I think it's a bigger issue with like the structure and bones of the offense, which he has a hand in, but that's not the play calling that is the biggest culprit there.
J. King Street says, Fran, from an emotional fan, thanks for responding to my comments yesterday. Thanks to all you guys and the crew for the show each week.
Appreciate it, J. King. Leave the comments. I'll always try to respond.
Amen to that. Is that all? That's all. All right. Well, we've got the Sixers coming up at 2:30. The Flyers at 4 o'clock here at Reading Terminal. If you're here, come by. I haven't seen anybody fart in EJ's face yet, but the afternoon is...
They are not welcome to,
short.
for the record.
We haven't had the alligator gumbo yet.
But I do have to say, you know what? Thanksgiving tomorrow, we're thankful for the sickos. We're thankful for all of you. And I think, I love a Fran. Love this guy.
I'm not going to pat you on the knee. That feels a little...
I'm thankful for the new blood. Thankful for EJ. Thankful for Lindsay.
That's right.
You keep it rolling. And Julia.
And we're thankful for you, Bo.
Oh, thanks.
Best host in the city.
Absolutely.
Some would say.
Amen. Best texter. No, I can't say that.
Yeah. Okay. That's all we got. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. We will talk to you on Friday. Big pregame show. We're going to have Malcolm Jenkins joining us ahead of Eagles, Bears on Black Friday. Lots of good stuff coming down the pike here at PHLY. From all of us here, we thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you on Friday. Happy Thanksgiving, and as always, we love you.
We all silly like the mayor.